The search for an ex-police officer accused of killing his girlfriend has ended in further violence. Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 18 at 10. I'm Courtney Chandler. First at 10 tonight, a nationwide search is over for an ex-police officer who reportedly shot his girlfriend. The suspect took his own life Sunday night in Montgomery. WDHN's Mike Gerspan says the neighbor of the victim are trying to comprehend the senseless violence which claimed the life of a young mother who leaves behind 3 children.
And around noon on Saturday, Sampson police responded to an assault at a home on Pullum Street. They found Sarah Cooper shot inside. The 33-year-old would later be pronounced dead at Wiregrass Medical Center in Geneva. The suspect is her live-in boyfriend, James Chadwick Green, who goes by Chad. Green was a Sampson police officer up until several weeks ago. In this camera surveillance footage from a neighbor's house, you can see Green's 2017 red Toyota Tacoma truck racing to him and his girlfriend's home. Minutes later, the vehicle would leave after the victim had reportedly been shot.
It was very shocking to know that 2 quiet neighbors, an incident had happened next door, and they were very peaceful, very nice. It's very hectic.
You never heard of any arguing or anything like that prior?
Never heard of any arguing, but everybody has problems, so you may hear something every now and then, but nothing that was very severe, no domestic violence.
Another neighbor says one of the victim's sons from a previous relationship was in the street saying that his mother was gone only moments after the shooting and the departure of the suspect.
Did he seem like a nice gentleman? Or?
Yeah, he did to me. I mean, I didn't, I was shocked. He was nice as far as I was concerned, always polite and nice. So.
Following the shooting, Green fled the scene in his pickup truck. More than 24 hours later on Sunday night, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office confirms Green took his own life with a self-inflicted gunshot wound on Interstate 65. This followed a high-speed chase with multiple law enforcement agencies on the interstate. In western Geneva County, Mike Gerspan, WDHN News.
Now the investigation into the shooting continues. The Alabama Bureau of Investigation is the lead agency in what now appears to be a murder-suicide. Now, in a sad twist of fate, this weekend's tragedy in western Geneva County falls just short of the 10th anniversary of the Sampson Massacre. On March 10, 2009, 28-year-old gunman Michael McClendon went on a murderous rampage in Kingston, Sampson, and Geneva, and he would take 10 lives before turning the gun on himself. The victim ranged from 18 months to 74 years. For one of the shooting victims, Sarah Cooper's neighbors says this weekend's tragedy brought back the memories from a decade ago.
I worked with the guy at school, and I knew the family and all of them. The girl that got killed, with her baby. I was the second lady that she met here when she moved here.
Several residents say the weekend fatal shooting of Sarah Cooper will bring only additional tragedy to next month's 10th anniversary of the Sampson rampage. Meanwhile, in Dothan, officers flocking to North Bell Street Friday night after a man was seen trying to enter a home with a gun Friday. Initially, an officer found a shooting victim at the Dollar General on the corner of North Bell and Montgomery Highway. The victim was awake and aware as he was loaded into an ambulance. He was reportedly hit during a shootout in the residential area. News 18 attempted to contact the police, but was told no one was available today. We'll continue to follow up on this story. Continuing on the crime beat this evening, Barber County Sheriff Office investigating a fatal shooting that happened near Eufaula over the weekend. Paige Weeks spoke with the victim's family today and has the latest development.
Family members say 26-year-old CJ Kenneth Phillips was killed after his neighbor shot him in between their 2 homes.
The neighbor pulls in his yard, and from what I can understand, went to screaming and hollering, and my son-in-law kind of just walked kind of a little bit up, and then the gunshots, from what I can understand, were fired.
According to the victim's family, Phillips and his neighbor had experienced previous disagreements before, some of which resulted in law enforcement involvement.
Mr. Phillips called. He could not even get out of his home to go to work because the neighbor had a gun on Mr. Phillips and told him he would kill him if he came out the door.
WDHN has tried to confirm that an arrest has been made, but the Barber County Sheriff's Office has not released any more information about this case. In the meantime, Phillips' family members say they believe they are unsafe.
My daughter wanted to come to her residence to feel close to Mr. Phillips, and we got several phone calls because she was the only witness to the actual incident that her life was in danger too.
Although little confirmed information is known at this time, investigators say they will release more information tomorrow. Keeping it local in Barber County, Paige Weeks, WDHN News 18.
Again, the Barber County Sheriff Office says it will release more information tomorrow. Hartford police arresting a man for impersonating an officer. A post on the PD's Facebook says Jeffrey Wayne Fortner entered a convenience store Sunday while pretending to be an officer from Atlanta. When officers made contact, they found out Fortner was actually from Houston County, where he was a registered sex offender for raping a 14-year-old girl in 2003. He currently sits in the Geneva County Jail waiting his first court appearance. The man who led Holmes County deputies on a chase before escaping into Geneva County has been caught. Investigators caught burglary suspect Stephen Watford at a home on 443 Kirtland Road in Gracefield after a citizen tipped them off. Upon arrival, authorities found Watford inside along with a woman named Patricia Montgomery, who tried to escape through a window. The case is still under investigation as more suspects in the burglary in Jackson County are identified. You can catch the full story on DothanFirst.com. Now let's get a check at the first look at the forecast with Scott Roberts. Good evening, Scott.
Good evening, Courtney. We had a pretty nice day around the Wiregrass, albeit on the cool side and somewhat cloudy and dreary at times, but nothing in the way of severe weather, so we can call that a win considering it is Severe Weather Awareness Week here in Alabama. Live scan on Action Radar is mainly clear for our area. River region areas and northward is where we do have a few showers at the moment, and more rain will be expected up in that area as we head through the rest of the work week. 59 degrees is the current temperature at the airport, 60 for Eufaula, the warm spot at this hour, along with Andalusia. We should be able to see our temperatures cool off into the lower 50s for most locations, with our rain chances building in throughout the day and lasting on and off through the afternoon. Not a washout by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be another dreary looking afternoon with temperatures staying on the cool side. Warmer temperatures and higher rain chances are in the 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that coming up in a few moments. Courtney?
All right, thanks so much, Scott. This weekend, the Friends of the Enterprise Library raised more than $800 for the facility for only a quarter a book. The annual Valentine's sale generated more than anyone anticipated. The proceeds would go toward non-budgeted items like furniture and computer improvements.
A monthly meeting with the librarian, and then we discuss where money is needed, if it's needed to buy new large print books or book carts. Right now the library, we're in need of new furniture, so we've been talking about getting new furniture for the library.
Now, if you missed this weekend's book bargain, don't fret. The Friends of the Enterprise Library will hold its annual spring sale in April. On this President's Day, where better place to celebrate than at the home of America's first president? A free birthday party took place at Mount Vernon today, complete with tours and reenactments. About 20,000 people took advantage of the day out of school and work to visit George Washington's home. President's Day has been celebrated since 1885 as a way to honor Washington, but after 1971, it was moved to the third Monday in February to create more three-day holiday weekend for American workers. Now, despite its name, President's Day doesn't actually ever fall on the birthday of any of the 4 presidents born in February. Turning to state politics, one of Alabama state senators wants to remove the requirements of pistol permits. This isn't the first time this bill has come up, but as you can imagine, there's debate on all sides. State Capitol reporter Rashad Hudson with reaction to the proposed bill.
State Senator Gerald Allen says the bill leaves the option for a pistol permit. So if the bill passes, don't go ripping up those pistol permits just yet.
It's a proposed bill that will keep this group busy in Montgomery.
Permitless carry is going to be on the agenda again this year for the 4th time in a row, and we will be here again to say that that is bad for Alabama.
Republican State Senator Gerald Allen pre-filed a bill that would eliminate the requirement for concealed carry in Alabama.
This piece of legislation does not prohibit or do away with permits.
Allen says states that have passed similar laws have seen an increase in permit renewals. Matthew Sin is the owner of Laura Wetumpka Shotgun Sports Club.
I can see both sides of it. I'm leaning towards the not needing it because to purchase a firearm, then you're going to have to pass the background check already.
Sin says the permit puts a burden on people, while law enforcement say permits protect them and the gun owner.
It is a constitutional issue. People are entitled to their guns.
The senator has sponsored the bill for several years now. It passed the Senate last year but died in the House.
Law enforcement such as the Sheriff's Association opposes the bill, and they say they'll be there to testify against it. Keeping it local in Montgomery, Rashad Hudson, WDHN, News 18.
All right, now when we return, we'll have more news, sports, and weather, so make sure you stay with us. But first, let's turn it over, then take a look at the Dirt and Digital Network cam as we take a look outside. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good downtown, dry conditions, but it's going to be rather wet heading through the work week. And as our temperatures increase, our rain chances will be increasing as well. I'll have the full forecast coming up when the WDHN News at 10 o'clock continues.
You're watching WDHN News with Mike Gerspan and Chief Meteorologist Scott Roberts.